Good morning, everybody. Uh, Wanted to share a little bit today about something that I've been tracking for a long time. I know there's been some other information put out there, um, but this is something that I first started working on actually back in 2015, probably 2014, with the previous firm I was with, creating finished floors via Dynamo. So it was one of the very first graphs I ever made. Recreated that graph again back in 2000, early 2019 for RDG. Started integrating that and using that, and then transitioned that over into one of the main add-ins that we use in a production environment. But it was limited to you could only make floors. You could kind of only make them with really simple loops. You couldn't update them. You couldn't really get things to kind of cut out of them very well. So it was a lot more tedious than really it should be to be able to use it. You couldn't do ceilings in the same fashion, which was a request that came, a couple years back. Within our team, I think it's been on the Revit wish list for many, many years, probably dating back to 2012 or 13, I think. And with the 2022 release, there's really been some significant improvements, or just the ability to do it in general. So what I wanted to kind of just demonstrate here today real quick was the fact that using this as an actual add-in into Revit, so doing some of this work in C#, it's pretty exciting. This is kind of the 2022 version of stuff I've been working on. But what we're able to do is we're able to create ceilings and floors and also update them. So for instance, I've just got this little simple test model. I just have a bunch of kind of variety of things in there, curtain walls and round walls and slanted walls and stuff, just to kind of demonstrate what we can do. So there is a floor that's just a base overall slab, if you will, underneath all this. So we'll kind of start here. We can create floors. Let's do rooms 1 and 4, and I'm going to pick carpet for those. We'll create that. So it creates that finished floor. It also offsets it, the thickness is supposed to be, and make sure that it does not have it room bounding, so that it doesn't mess up any rooms. Depending on how thick that floor gets, it can mess that up. And then let's do a couple more here. We can do rooms 2 and 3, and we'll do those with oak flooring. So you can see that just lays that in super easy. And you'll notice here that these are cut now with these columns. So anything that's within that space gives you the nice curved room there. Same thing with these other spaces here. You can just see that it follows the outline of the room pretty well. The next bit of that is to create ceilings. So we can do that the same way. Here we'll do room 4 and 2, and we'll do that with 2 by 2. And then how about we go do room, see 1 and 3 with 2 by 4, just to give some variety. So you can see here on the ceiling plan, we have those ceilings now. Obviously created them in 3D, the floor plan with the floor finishes. Now there are, times obviously when we create stuff like this, if we were to pull this wall back, the ceiling goes with it, which is really nice. There's other times when, let's say in this space, if we slant this wall, the ceiling kind of breaks here. It just how it reads the room or it reads the space. Or obviously if we come in here and we say, okay, we're gonna, yep, I understand, I broke the room. I want to, remove that stuff out. I want to have this wall. Let's say we're gonna change it to that. Then we want a new wall to go here. Let's say cut that off. So we've just modified some of those rooms pretty well. Let's take these 2 columns out. All right. So here's the fun part about what we have the ability to do now is that instead of going through and having to, modify this, delete it, save it, and on, we can actually just update these things now. So I'm going to hit update ceilings. And you'll notice that those ceilings now, it took those 2 columns out, modified this one back to be with the wall, cut it back to here, modified it here. So we just picked up all the changes that happened in our ceiling plan. And then the next thing we can do is we can do it for the floors as well. And we just updated our floors as well, as you can see here in the floor plan. So those are a couple of features that are available now in 2022, or at least the opportunity to use those features in 2022. And I'm pretty excited about getting our teams moved forward into 2022 and using that. So this is just what I've been working on, trying to make this more user friendly and being able to update things a lot faster, especially for some of our interior teams. So if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out to me, and I hope you all have a good day. Thanks.